The sell-off today, is it fear of tax differences between House and Senate bills that might end up prolonging the discussion?
Yeah, I'm sure it's partially due to that. I mean, the markets have continued to rise here over the last several years, and so I think this is part of it. And part of it is we just need to take a breather now and then. We're also in the middle of earnings season too, so that's impacting it as well.
So,
go ahead.
Well, I just want to introduce the whole thing by pointing out that the performance of small caps has been extraordinary, right? If you take a look at this terminal 6272 in your chart library, you'll see that recently the small cap index sort of started to roll over, and it's now crossed through the S&P 500. Is this a sustainable and a sustaining trend? Will this continue?
Well, I think this is a great time to own small caps. I mean, you've got a very strong fiscal policy. Monetary policy is very stimulative right now. You've got earnings accelerating for small cap. You've got a weaker dollar, which tends to be good. And if we get a tax cut, that's going to be good for small cap stocks.
When it comes to valuing or assessing these small caps, what are the metrics that are good here? Are you taking a look at corporate earnings? Are you taking a look at their earnings yield or cash flow in this case?
Well, we look at a lot of different metrics when we're trying to evaluate small caps. I mean, the most traditional one is people look at price to earnings, but we look at cash flow. We look at price to sales on some companies. We look at what kind of free cash flow they generate, but it's kind of a mosaic that you're building on all these companies.
Yeah, so back to the original point about the small caps turning over. Have they turned over now? Or, I mean, is there something are they fully valued? Are they fully invested?
Well, I mean, certainly small cap stocks aren't cheap right now, but it's still one of the best places to put
Well, you would say that. You have a fund in small caps.
That's right. I'm a small cap manager, I have to say. But on the other hand, I think this is a really good time to be in small caps because earnings growth is better for small companies. I think as interest rates start to rise a little bit and you see a little bit of inflation, that's been good for pricing power for small companies. And seasonally, this is a good time to be in small caps. They tend to do very well into the end of the year and usually into the middle of the following year. So if you're going to own small caps, this is a pretty good time to be in them.